Hi, everyone. My name is Casey Helferty, Associate Director of Career Development at Gwen Mercy University. Welcome to today's employer meet and greet. Today we have Andrew from the Malvern School, who will be discussing some general information about the organization, as well as current and future job opportunities. Andrew, can you start out by telling us a little bit more about the Malvern School?
All right, thank you so much, Casey. My name is Andrew Mayne, and I am the Talent Acquisition Manager here at the Malvern School. We have 27 locations in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. We specialize in early childhood education for age ranges between 6 weeks and 5 years. We have a strong emphasis in literacy-based education in all of our classrooms. We also offer exciting job opportunities for lead teachers, teachers assistants, and teachers aides. We are always looking for new candidates, and especially young professionals who maybe just got out of school or maybe will be graduating soon to take part in these opportunities. So I do have a slide presentation that I'd love to share with everyone where I can go into more detail about all that.
That would be great. If you could tell us a little bit more about some of the opportunities that you mentioned.
Okay. So again, here's just my contact information first. If you want to make note of that, I can also share it out as well. But I'll start with the mission statement. The Malvern School is dedicated to educating young children through diverse and innovative programming. When choosing the Malvern School, families' expectations are met through our commitment to providing the finest curriculum and staff, all in a nurturing environment. At the Malvern School, your child will learn and feel loved. We really have a strong emphasis on that. All of our employees, especially at the leader level, we do prefer them to be accredited in some way, either through an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. We are very open to applicants at that level with an early childhood education degree or maybe candidates that are pursuing that type of degree. So that is all stuff that we really look for in our candidates. Some of our core values that we try to emphasize with our employees would be always putting the children first, leading by example, being mindful, collaborative, and respectful, supporting each other, spreading positivity, being open-minded to new ideas and learning, laughing, that's my favorite one, dreaming big, and thinking like a child. So again, these are all things that we try to encourage our staff and to also kind of emphasize in ourselves every day. Yeah, so I definitely want to get into some of the positions and provide some more details about those qualifications. I'll also touch on the interview process as a talent acquisition manager. That's really where my role kind of comes into play. I can also mention the benefits, the sign-on and referral bonuses as well that we offer to new employees. And then last but not least, how to apply for all these great roles. So I mentioned it briefly before, but one of our most important positions would be the lead teacher position. A lead teacher is going to plan, supervise, and implement a superior early childhood education program in accordance with school policies and the Malvern School philosophy. We also want lead teachers to maintain a safe and healthy educational environment for the class and communicate regularly with parents in person and through the use of our technology to meet and exceed parent expectations. So generally speaking, the lead teacher is going to be the person in the classroom who's kind of in charge of all the day-to-day activities and making sure that the classroom is successful and a healthy place to learn. Another position that is super important in the classroom is going to be the assistant teacher position. As with the lead teacher, they are someone else who's going to be in the classroom on a daily basis, assisting with the implementation of that superior early childhood education program. They will also aid with maintaining a safe and healthy educational environment for everyone in the class. And they will also play a part in communicating regularly with parents, where the lead teacher is kind of in control and kind of overseeing the entire education process. The assistant teacher is going to be there to kind of work one-on-one with students and provide assistance where there are needs. Last but definitely not least are the teacher's aides. This is what I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation, a great position for someone who's really trying to start in early childhood education. This is where we always suggest to start. They are going to be the ones really who are jumping in where the lead teachers and the assistant teachers cannot. As with the other two positions, they're still assisting with the early childhood education program. They're also still maintaining that safe and healthy educational environment. And then they're also communicating with parents and using our technology to kind of show all the hard work that's being done in all of these classrooms. For qualifications for the lead teacher, for infants and toddlers, we would like to see a minimum of an associate's degree in early childhood education, child development, or human development, and with at least 30 credits in those fields. This is a preference. This is not a requirement that we would like to see at least 1 year of experience in a early childhood education program. And preferably we want that program to be licensed as well. There are some programs in our area that are licensed and there are some that are not. We would prefer some experience in one that is licensed. For the lead teachers for preschool, pre-K, and kindergarten enrichment, we want to see a bachelor's degree or equivalent college credits in elementary, early childhood education, or childhood development. And again, we want to see, we would prefer to see at least 1 year of experience in early childhood education. But again, not a requirement. If you are interested in becoming a lead teacher, the degree is definitely what we want to see. For teacher's assistants, we only need a high school diploma and for you to be at least 18 years of age. In addition to that, we would want to see 1 year and 4 months of documented experience working with young children in a licensed facility, or 15 relevant college credits, or a CDA, that's a childhood development associates, and at least 1,250 hours or 8 months of documented experience working with children in a licensed facility. So again, this is a great position if you're still working on your degree, if you're interested in pursuing a career in early childhood education. This is where you could start as long as you do have a little bit of experience. Lastly, this is what I consider our entry-level position, the teacher's aide position. This will only require the high school diploma. And again, if you are someone who's interested in getting into this as a career path, we would also encourage that you be pursuing a CDA or a degree in the field. This would also be great to kind of get experience and then get that degree and then get that level up in experience, get that level up in within our organization by becoming a teacher's aide first, then progressing to an assistant, then progressing to a lead. Interview process. So when you want to be considered for a role at the Malvern School, the best place to start is to submit your resume. You can either submit it directly to me by email, or you can hop on our careers page, which I'll provide later in the presentation. Once you submit your resume, either myself or another member of the talent acquisition team will review your resume. If you're a lead teacher, we would also want to see your transcripts. We have a full review team that will be able to go through your transcripts, see what types of courses you've taken, and then determine if you are lead teacher qualified. After we've gotten that done, we will schedule you for a first phone interview with the talent acquisition manager to discuss your work history and the job opportunities that we think are a best fit for you. At that time, we can also let you know which schools are available and closest to you and have the opportunities that we think you'd be the best match for. As I mentioned before, we do have 27 locations. So most of the time, candidates don't have a hard time finding one that's within a few minutes drive from them. After we do a phone interview, we are going to schedule you for an in-person interview with a DOE or an ED. That would be a director of education or an executive director at one of the schools. At that time, they will go into a real detail about how you would fit in as a candidate and what you can bring to the team. And if all goes well, the interview process usually takes between 1 and 2 weeks. I've seen it take a few days, actually. We like to move really fast with the Malvern School. I know a lot of times when people are looking for work, sometimes it can take a long time to get from that first phone interview to the actual in-person interview, but we like to do it fast. So usually within 1 to 2 weeks, most of the time about a week. We offer a lot of great benefits to our full-time staff. That includes holiday pay, including a week-long winter holiday break. We also offer paid time off. We do offer company paid training for CPR, first aid, and more. You will also receive referral bonuses. So if you get a job opportunity with us and you really like it and you want to invite friends or family or connections to also join our team, we're also going to pay you a referral bonus each time that you refer us a quality candidate. We will also assist with tuition reimbursement. Another great one are childcare discounts. If you are employed with us and you do have a child, you can definitely send your child to either the school where you work or another school in the area and receive a discount for that. We also offer medical, dental, vision, and life insurance benefits, as well as a 401k and bonus incentives. That's a big one. We are offering a $500 sign-on bonus for any candidates that receives an employment offer with us. All you have to do is just mention that bonus in your phone screen interview, and you will be eligible for that upon receiving a job offer. Last but not least, we do have state-of-the-art classrooms that are regularly professionally cleaned, as well as attractive facilities. If you've ever been by a Malvern school, we like to maintain a certain level of consistency throughout the different locations. And we are really proud of the fact that we do provide those facilities. Mention the sign-on bonus again. If you join us, you will receive this $500 sign-on bonus, as well as that employee referral bonus that I mentioned earlier. Last but not least, that is my email address. You can definitely email me a copy of your resume, mayne@malvernschool.com. You can also head right to our website. That link will bring you right to the careers page. From there, each career is broken down by location. So you can locate the location that's closest to you, and then view the job openings. I often tell people, even if you don't see something exactly that you're looking for in the location, still go ahead and apply. So either myself or another member of the team can reach out to you, and we can tell you either about the opportunities at the school or the opportunities that are close by. It's always changing every day. I'm opening and closing new requisitions every single day. So it's always changing. So definitely check it out. Thank you. That's pretty much it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Andrew. I just have a couple of questions to
Sure.
go through just to wrap up. What are some things in particular you look for in candidates, whether they're skills or traits that you or the Malvern School are looking for?
I would say the number one thing is when I'm engaging with a candidate for the first time is I'm looking for someone who's at least a little bit interested. I can always tell, like, within the first minute of engaging with someone whether or not they're interested. So just having that general interest in the industry or in the opportunity really separates a good candidate from a great candidate. Someone who's engaged, who's really willing to provide some information and really just make the interview process go smoothly. That's number one. Number two would be experience. When I look at a resume, I kind of want to see a overview and a snapshot of what you've been up to as a candidate. I want to be able to connect those dots before our phone call, so that way during our phone call, things will go a lot smoother. And lastly, I would love to see, maybe like the degree. I think a degree is really important for us. Either being in process of getting that early childhood education degree or maybe just finishing it. That is definitely important as well. So I think those would be the three things that I look for.
Great. Many of our students babysit or are doing student teaching experiences. And you mentioned that having some of the hours are really important. Would you count those kind of experience towards the hours, or are those a positive thing that you're looking out for?
So I would say that's more of a positive thing that we're looking for. I think when we mentioned that we want like 1.5 years preferred experience in early childhood education, it's really that the qualifying experience would be within a licensed facility. So if it's a daycare center or some other type of early childhood education program that is licensed, that is definitely going to be a little bit more enticing than just simply babysitting experience or maybe childcare on the side. But we do encourage anyone with a background engaging with children to interview with us, because that's more so for the lead teacher position and for the assistant teacher position. If you love working with kids, but you've never worked in a childcare facility that's licensed, the aide position is still wide open for you. And after even let's say you have maybe 1 month working in a licensed facility. After a year, you will be qualified for assistant. And if you're pursuing a degree, right after that, you'd be qualified for a lead.
Great. Is there any other information or advice that you'd like to add?
I guess just other bits of advice. I would say number one, if you're interested, just go ahead and apply. We're checking the requisitions all the time. We go every morning. We check for new applications, and we're definitely reaching out to, I would say, 99% of applicants at this point, just to at least have that initial conversation to see if we can make some kind of connection happen.
Great. For other employer meet and greets and additional programs and events, please go to our website at www.gmercyu.edu/cd and click on events. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining us today. And I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you, everyone.